Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video announcements. I've got a big list, so I'm going to jump right in. First of all, thank you to everyone who came to our budget building and brownies meeting on Sunday. It was great to have so many of you there to hear about the budget, to ask questions, to hear about updates on our building plans. There are a couple updates that I want to share with you about our building. And then the video will be available. We'll send it out later this week if you missed the video. So the most important update is about our timeline. So we had originally said we were hoping to start construction on June 10th. And as we may have all guessed, we're not going to start on June 10th. We are now hoping to start sometime after July 7th. So we are going to continue to be in our building through July 7th. And I feel pretty confident that our first Sunday over at Temple Beth Abraham will be July 14th. I will let you know if that changes, but that's what we're looking at right now. So wanted to give you that update on timeline. And then those of you who were at the meeting heard we were going to go before the Historic District Commission last night. Unfortunately, they did not have a quorum, so we didn't get to present to them. So they're trying to reschedule that meeting, hopefully for June 10th, and fingers crossed that they have enough folks for us to have a meeting then, and we're able to present our revised project. Again, there were a lot more updates shared at the meeting. We'll have a video of that that'll go out later this week with an email from the Building Our Vision team. Tonight, it is Tuesday, May 21st, and tonight our Caregivers Support Group is meeting. Sadie runs that group. It is on Zoom. It's at 7:30 p.m. I'll put the link in the comments. That is open to anyone who is caring for a loved one, whether it be a spouse or another family member or someone you live with, someone you don't live with. If you're taking care of someone, feel free to join that conversation. This Sunday, it's Memorial Day weekend, but we have church. It is an all-ages service, and some of our worship associates are going to be leading it. They have a really fun service planned. It's going to be a reverse question box. So that means they're going to ask you all kinds of questions and get your answers in all kinds of different ways. And it'll be a fun way to end our month on pluralism, where I think we've done some really good exploration of the ways that we're different and that our differences show up in our congregation and in our world. So I hope you'll join them for that. There won't be faith formation classes, but there will be, the kids' worship room will be open on Sunday. On Monday, our offices are closed, so don't come and try to find Erica and I on Monday. We won't be here. But our poetry group is meeting. They will be actually meeting in person and on Zoom this month. So they'll be in the resource room and on Zoom. Ellen Fisher will send out more information about that. She usually sends that out sometime middle of the week or on the weekend. Next Tuesday, the 28th, our elderberries are having a potluck lunch at the church at noon. I will put a link in the comments to a Sign Up Genius if you want to be a part of that potluck. Our elderberries is a group of older adults who gather for social events. They always have a lot of fun. There's always a lot of laughter and conversation. They'll be in the dining room here at noon on Tuesday, the 28th. And they would love, if you fit in that category, they would love to have you. I believe they're either 60 plus or 65 plus, but they're not too picky. On June 2nd, so coming up in just about a week and a half, that is our annual meeting. This is an important time where we actually vote on our budget. We hear updates about the congregation. We vote on officers for next year. And we would love for you to be there. So it is June 2nd. That's a Sunday at noon. So come to church. Stay. We will feed you lunch if you're here in person, and then join us for the meeting at noon. You can join the meeting online as well. If you're planning to join on Zoom, we do ask that you register beforehand, and that's how you'll get the Zoom link. I'll put a link in the comments to where you can register, and we hope that you will join us at annual meeting. The next Sunday, June 9th, is our end of year outside party at Greeley Park. We are going to be, once again, we didn't get the gazebo. We have had bad luck getting the gazebo the last few years. But we're going to be over by the bandstand. Some folks are going to go early in the morning and claim a spot for us. And those are all the details I have so far, but it'll be after church on June 9th. We'll have end of year party. After our flower communion service. On June 10th, the next day, which is a Monday, our General Assembly delegates are holding a conversation about the proposed changes to Article 2. That's our Principles and Purposes of the Unitarian Universalist Association. And they would love to hear what you think about Article 2. You can come whether you've been following along with the changes all along or whether you're just learning about them now. They would love to just hear from you as they think about how they'll be voting at General Assembly on those changes. So that is going to be in the chapel or on Zoom, and we will get the Zoom link out for that soon. More info to come. But mark your calendars, June 10th, that's a Monday at 7 p.m. On June 15th, I'll do a show and tell for this one. I am hosting, along with my co-editor, a launch party for our book, which I now have in real form. It's big. It's bigger than my head. I have been working on this for over 4 years now. It's called Blessing It All. It's an anthology of rituals. I'm really excited about it. And it is being officially released June 4th. And Reverend Heather and I are going to be throwing a launch party here at our church on June 15th. You are all invited. I hope you'll come celebrate with us. It's from 2 to 5 p.m. in our dining room, and I can share more details in the coming weeks, but hope you'll join me to celebrate that. June 16th is our Pride service, and June 22nd is Pride Festival here and Parade here in Nashua. So mark your calendars for that. So we'll be doing our Pride service on June 16th here at the church, and then on the 22nd, we will be over at Nashua Pride. We will be marching in the parade. We'll have a booth, and there'll be more information about how you can be a part of that coming. And that's it. I got to the end of my list. Lots of things coming up in June. I am excited for so many of them. There's lots of great things coming up. Hope that you will be there at annual meeting especially. And I look forward to seeing you soon.